Good morning. Today on Rise and Shine Oswego, a famous alum is coming to SUNY Oswego for a fireside chat tomorrow. Who it is and when you can join them.
And this semester was met with large student activism. We're looking back at the history of protests here at Oswego.
Plus, finals are upon us. We have the events that you can attend to de-stress and have some fun.
It's Thursday, May 4th. Rise and Shine Oswego starts right now. Good morning, guys. Welcome to this special edition of Rise and Shine Oswego. I'm Scott Brubaker with Salamida, Casey DeCelle, Kanaya Mabry, David Rienzo. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great, Scott.
Hi.
How are you?
It's beautiful out today.
Doing fantastic. Yes. All right, what's ahead today this morning, Casey?
We have a great show ahead, including a sit-down interview with the president-elect of the Student Association, Austin Davis.
And what's coming up in entertainment?
In entertainment, we will be talking about the writer's strike, why today's date is so important, and more.
All right, that's all great. But let's get right into our top story today. The School of Business Associate Professor Michael Thornton is hosting Cameron Jones for a fireside chat with students. The event is titled Graduation and Beyond, How to Stand Out in a Competitive Job Market.
Jones is serving as the School of Business Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion this semester. He is the Management of Development for the Integrated Content Strategy for ABC News Studios. He co-teaches 2 classes here, Management 475 and Marketing 320. Jones has also been mentoring students.
He graduated from SUNY Oswego in 2009 and wants to share his experience post-graduation. The event is taking place in Rich Hall Alumni Lounge tomorrow from 1 to 2:30 p.m.
And on Saturday, May 6th, you can join Rice Creek Field Station for Feathered Friends Festival packed with all things birds. From fun avian activities to up-close encounters with real birds, they have got it all. This is a mostly free roam event, which means participants are free to come and go whenever they want. Events will be occurring all day from 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. More information check out the Rice Creek Field Station's Instagram and Facebook.
And if you're thinking about what lies beyond your bachelor's degree, then the Adult Student Assistance Program, otherwise known as ASAP, is here to help. ASAP is hosting a discussion on different graduate programs and how to prepare and apply tomorrow at 7 p.m. Students can register online for the event or even check it out on the SUNY Oswego events website.
If you're looking for some end-of-the-semester entertainment, there's plenty going on around campus right now. Octavia, the treble a cappella, is having its debut showcase tonight at 7:30. The Wind Ensemble is having their spring concert tonight at 7:30. The spring dance concert is tomorrow at 6:30. And who could forget Ozfest, where R&B singer Party Next Door will be headlining. And we will be having an interview with some of the organizers for Ozfest later on. As the end of the semester approaches, we're looking back at some of the biggest stories of the semester. This spring, the campus was met with protests over a controversial speaker over Jared Wakefield is taking a look back at the history of protesting here at SUNY Oswego.
It's okay. So you should be reading to that camera.
Okay.
Large-scale protest was planned and then canceled just as quickly. These recent events have reminded many of the activism present throughout the history of the campus. The most turbulent times in the college's history came between 1969 and 1970. The war in Vietnam and the Kent State shooting shut down campuses nationwide, including Oswego. Betsy McTiernan was one of the students that marched down Bridge Street in protest of the war.
March downtown that was the anti-war march. You know, there were people along the side of the streets in Oswego booing, and the people from the veterans of foreign wars were outside booing and stuff like that.
Outside of a brief stint teaching in Washington, D.C., McTiernan has been on this campus for most of her life. During her time working at the college, she helped establish the Writing Center. While many of the issues of modern society remain the same, for McTiernan, the way students learn about them has not.
The way we got our information is we went to people that would have the information, so like having a teach-in, inviting a professor from political science who was on our side, you know, to explain to us certain things that we didn't understand. Or we read things like the autobiography of Malcolm X, or people read Marx.
Bruce Altshuler spent all of his scholarly career here at Oswego as a professor of political science. Altshuler served a tour of Vietnam before attending City College in New York. He was there when City College shut down in the spring of 1969 as protests against Vietnam and for civil rights took over not only the campus, but the cafeteria.
There was a group of people who decided the cafeteria was closed since everything was canceled. There was a group of people who decided to liberate the cafeteria in accord with socialist principles. You know, take a sandwich and pay what you think is fair. So most people said, oh, free food.
Protests on college campuses are not simply a thing of the past. Oswego has had multiple major protests since the turn of the century. Whether it was the Occupy movement, Oswego's climate strike, the BLM movement, or the recent Cherise Trump protest, Lisa Glidden has taught through it. In the wake of Vietnam-era protests, changes were made to the U.S. education system. Glidden believes the effects of these changes are seen in students today.
People will often complain that students today are apolitical, right? Or they've been sort of depoliticized. And that didn't happen by accident. This country did not want a repeat of what happened in the 1960s and 70s. And I think that's where, like, people complain about civics education today. A lot of it was taken out, I think, in response to those protests.
It's no secret that the modern world is a polarized one. It's inevitable that another large issue will drive students to act. And when that time comes, those who know this campus best expect these students on the shore to say something. Jared Wakefield for Oswego Now.
SUNY Oswego did put out a statement earlier in the semester saying they encourage peaceful demonstrations here on campus.
And now moving to some state news. On Monday, a disturbed man in Manhattan was threatening strangers on a subway until he got into a brawl with the wrong passenger. Jordan Neely began acting erratically on an F train heading toward Broadway Lafayette Station in NoHo around 2:30 p.m. Passengers say he was yelling and throwing garbage at commuters before he was choked out by a Marine Corps veteran. He fell unconscious in the train and was transported to Lenox Hill Hospital, where he ultimately died.
Mayor of New York City Eric Adams talked on Friday about how the ongoing surge of migrants into the Big Apple has destroyed the city. He called for more action by the Biden administration.
Dollars that's coming with this issue of migrants is destabilizing our city. Our migrants and asylum seekers are not the issue. We need to be clear on that. It is what is costing the city, and we're not being compensated by the national government.
The mayor's claims came ahead of a string of meetings with the White House officials.
New York State residents are in danger of losing their driver's license due to a vision test. During the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic, residents whose licenses expired between March of 2020 and August of 2021 were allowed to defer vision tests. Now the DMV says if vision tests are not submitted, your license could be at risk of imminent suspension. Some New York State DMVs are having free eye exams, or residents can visit their eye doctor.
Let's send it inside to David for a quick look at the weather. David, what's ahead of us?
Hi, thanks, Kate. Today is May the 4th, so happy May the 4th to those who celebrate. And today, expect to see some overcast skies as you're seeing right now. That'll continue for most of today and into tomorrow. Even expect a chance of scattered showers in the early morning hours, but that shouldn't last for too long. And this weekend was shaping up to be an absolutely gorgeous Sunday and Saturday. Sunny skies will make you want to bring out your sunglasses and your shorts and maybe get outside if you have the chance. I'll also tell you more about your finals weekend, how the weather's shaping up for that, so stick around for more. But first, back to outside.
Thank you, David. Coming up, the shooter in Atlanta has been identified and charged with murder. We have the latest.
But first, Austin Davis is joining us to talk about what's ahead for his presidency in the fall. We'll be back with more Rise and Shine Oswego right after this.
Kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
La 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 la.
Free.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
Hi, welcome back to Rise and Shine Oswego. I'm meteorologist David Rienzo. Right now, if you're heading off to class, you want to stop by Fusion for some tea or maybe Rich and Pour for a coffee, I would suggest grabbing for that medium. It's 43 degrees, but a north wind from about 2 miles per hour will make you want to reach for that bit warmer coffee. Overcast skies may make you want to reach for that large, and I don't blame you, but me personally, I'm going for a medium. Right now, if you're stepping out the door, you may have seen a bit of fog, but that has subsided, but it is leaving a bit of chilly air. 44 degrees at 9 a.m., and as the day continues, peaking around 51, and then dropping back down as the sun sets. 11 is when you can expect to see a couple drops of rain, just some scattered showers here and there, but that should only last to about 12. Right now, over most of the country, it is above average temperatures, but on the west coast, it is below the seasonal norm. We are fortunately in the orange, and I love orange, so I'm a bit excited about that. This is the temperatures that are going to bring in some nice golfing weather if you want to go this weekend, but you may want to wait till Saturday because on Friday, the temperature is going to be about 43, 52 at noon, and 55 at 3, that's the peak. But the overcast skies may make you want to get out either early in the morning or on Saturday. Speaking of this weekend, you may want to go grilling, enjoy the weather outside. Saturday and Sunday are going to be perfect for that. 59 degrees on Saturday, 60 on Sunday, sunny on Saturday and Sunday. Beautiful grilling weather. This week is sunny, sunny, sunny. As I said, 60 and sunny on this weekend. But for finals, you've got 60-degree temperatures Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you want to study, maybe go outside, go by the lake. It's some beautiful atmosphere. That's my full forecast. I'm going to send it over to Scott.
All right, thanks, David. Really looking forward to that warm weather. Today, our first guest, we have Austin Davis with me. He is the president-elect for the SUNY Oswego Student Association. Austin, how are you doing today?
Great.
Good. All right, so my first question is, how are you feeling? You just won the election.
Pretty good. I mean, that's the result I was, of course, going for. You know, it's great. I'd like to thank you guys, of course, the voters. You were the ones who made this all happen. I'd also like to thank the people who helped in spreading out the word throughout the election that I was running. And then, of course, also the people who helped with the campaign, helping to set up posters. You guys were all super helpful.
All right, so now that you're going to be starting in the fall, so what's your top priority as president?
Top priority for me going into the semester is probably going to be efficiency. I really want to run an efficient presidency throughout the semester and, of course, the spring semester as well. So I really want to be efficient both with my time, the administration's time, and the students' time.
All right, and I know during the debate you talked a lot about like campus safety. Can you touch a little bit upon that?
Yeah, of course. So in my mind, like one way to improve the safety on campus would be to bring back the blue light system that we used to have on campus, in addition to the Rave Guardian app. With that said, I'm open to other suggestions if others come up. Maybe there's a better solution than bringing back the blue light system, all of which I'm open to.
All right, and we know this semester we saw like a lot of like students speaking up, taking to protest. I'm dropping things over here, but What do you have to say about that? Student voices, how are you going to listen to them more?
Yeah, absolutely. So student voices are obviously meant to be heard, and it's my job to hear them. For the fall semester as well as the spring semester, I will have office hours in the Point. My office, as you go into the Point, you go straight in, go into the main area, take a left, and then go all the way down, take another left. I will have office hours there, and I encourage all students, whether you're part of a club or organization or not, to come and chat with me during those office hours. I'd love to hear you.
All right, so real quick, we have 10 seconds left. What is your favorite part about Oswego?
The engagement available on campus, of course. We are one of the top SUNY schools with student engagement, so I think that's a great thing.
It is a great thing, and thank you for joining me. I really hope we can have you back again next year for some more. But for now, we are going to send it back outside to Kate and Casey. What do you guys got for us?
Thanks, Scott. We cannot wait for you to be back out here with us in the chilly weather. But coming up, the Writers Guild of America is on strike because they're being worked too much and they don't think they have enough pay. We have the latest.
But first, a man was arrested for threatening to kill a U.S. Senator, Roger Wicker. We'll be right back.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine Oswego.
Let's take a look at what's happening beyond Oswego in your national update. Mississippi man is charged with threatening to kill a U.S. Senator. The FBI says William Sappington went looking for Senator Roger Wicker. The court documents reveal that Sappington said, quote, "You tell him I'm going to kill him." The FBI says he felt talking to the senator that represents his area was the last course of action to get justice. Sappington is being held in jail awaiting trial.
And after an 8-hour chaotic manhunt, authorities caught the man accused of opening fire in the Midtown Atlanta Medical Building. He killed a 38-year-old woman and wounding 4 others. The gunman spent about 2 minutes in the hospital before fleeing on foot. Atlanta Police Chief Charles Hampton says the gunman was found just northwest of Atlanta in Cobb County. He faces 4 counts of aggravated assault and 1 count of murder.
You may want to hold off on making any major purchases for a little while. The Federal Reserve announced its 10th interest rate increase since last March. John Lornick reports.
The Federal Reserve's fight against inflation is not finished.
The strains that emerged in the banking sector in early March appear to be resulting in even tighter credit conditions for households and businesses.
The central bank voted unanimously to boost interest rates by a quarter point on Wednesday. That brings the federal funds rate to 5.25%, a high not seen in over 15 years.
My colleagues and I understand the hardship that high inflation is causing, and we remain strongly committed to bringing inflation back down to our 2% goal.
Another financial matter still hovering over Washington, D.C., the debt ceiling crisis. According to the White House Council of Economic Advisors, the U.S. could lose more than 8 million jobs and cut the stock market in half if the country breaks its spending limit. President Joe Biden and most Democratic lawmakers want it raised without any spending cuts.
Our view about the path forward remains the same. Can't choose the Default on America Act, must avoid the horrors of default, pass a clean bipartisan bill to avert default.
But some Republicans say Biden needs to hammer out a deal with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy.
The Speaker of the House has been sitting at the grown-ups table for months, waiting for President Biden to act like a leader.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
President Biden has invited House Speaker McCarthy and top lawmakers to talk about the debt ceiling at a meeting next week.
Moving on to some international news, a man in Ontario, Canada was arrested for selling poison online. Kenneth Law was accused of selling sodium nitrate, which is a common food additive, but it is lethal in large doses. Investigators say he sold it to people at risk of self-harm. He allegedly shipped packages containing the substance to more than 40 countries. He's being charged with counseling or aiding suicide.
The bodies of 2 firefighters who were swept away during a flood have been recovered in Quebec. Both of the bodies are being sent to the coroner for formal identification. The 2 volunteer firefighters were helping people evacuate their homes before being swept away by floodwaters on Monday. Local officers are urging residents to wait until they are authorized to return to their homes.
And now the whole gang is out here again, and David has the final morning weather of the entire semester. David, how's the weather for Ozfest tomorrow?
Tomorrow, it should be nice in the afternoon, but the early mornings will be a bit cloudy. Into the weekend, it'll be 60 and sunny, so grab your glasses, grab your sunscreen, and go outside. Finals week, if you want to study outside, go for it. It is beautiful weather, so please get outside if you have the chance.
Right, David, we are loving the tie here, by the way, and it's making at least myself super hungry because I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
But coming up, we have an interview about Ozfest with our guests, Nick and Ricky.
But first, let's take a look at what is on the dining hall menu today.
Over at Lakeside, there will be black bean street tacos as well as braised chicken street tacos.
If you're heading over to Pathfinder today, you'll find yourself a nice Southwest steak sandwich, and then at Cooper there will be shrimp po' boy and chicken riggies.
Then, if you look ahead to dinner tonight, there will be grilled New York State strips. Rise and Shine Oswego will be right back.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man. Whoa. Did you know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up with that one.
Matthew,
Broadcast news.
look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
back to Rise and Shine Oswego. Ozfest is upon us, and we have some special guests here with us today. Today we are joined by Nick and Ricky from the Student Association to talk about Ozfest. How are you guys this morning?
I'm well, just a little cold.
It is a little cold.
Like the weather.
Yes. Well, we have some questions for you guys all about Ozfest. Kanai, do you want to get started?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you explain like what Ozfest is for like the people who have never experienced it before?
Okay, so Ozfest essentially is a festival that ends the semester. It was founded in 2016. It's basically just made as a way to, another initiative that Oz created to help students wind down, essentially. It starts out with a day of festivities and ends with a concert with a really famous artist, for the most part.
Yeah, and obviously all the students here are really excited about Party Next Door, but we're seeing some new names here. Oxcord, who's opening for Party Next Door. What should we expect from that performance?
So Oxcord is their very interactive group. It's more of like a music show per se. It's almost similar to the Wild and Out concept. So they pick random people from the audience and you go against each other song for song. So you pick a song, the person you're competing against picks a song, and this goes on for 3 times per round. And then the audience decides together who had the better songs, and then the winner gets a prize.
Awesome, that sounds really cool.
That sounds
Yeah.
really fun. I can't wait to see if maybe I'll win. Can we ask, how did you select?
Honestly, it was a long-winded one because I don't know if you guys noticed this year, but we had to send the survey out 3 times because when it came down to it, the students had a lot of options in mind. As time got closer and things winded down, it became more of a matter of availability. Artists are doing their thing this year, and moreover, they're doing their thing pretty expensively. So it's really just finding an artist who wasn't going on tour, who students also wanted, who we also felt was going to do what we want to do, which is bring somebody who students enjoy.
Definitely. I know I'm really excited to see him perform tomorrow. So can you tell everybody where they can get their tickets, what time everything starts, and any other details that we should know about the performance tomorrow?
So you can get your tickets on Laker Live. They're still open tomorrow until the time of the concert. Festivities kick off at 12 p.m. Dinner through auxiliary services starts at 4 p.m. outside. Concert doors open at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow.
That sounds awesome, and I can't wait to participate. But can you tell everyone just what is your favorite Party Next Door song?
Honestly, mine is between East Liberty and You've Been Missed.
For me, it's going to be Loyal featuring Drake.
Yep, that's a good one. Well, thank you guys so much for being with us today and
Thank
telling
you.
us all about Ozfest. I know I can't wait for tomorrow.
I can't wait either.
Yes, thank you. Well, coming up, Kanai has some more entertainment for us, and we'll be discussing what the Met Gala has and so much more.
La 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 la. Free. La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Up by Crowan, not able to get on it. DeCarlo on the rebound. Alex DeCarlo.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly
Welcome back to Entertainment News. It's our last time all together. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Fantastic. Get right into it.
Feeling good? Let's get right into it. As many people have heard, the Writers Guild of America is on strike. There are about 11,500 film and television writers who are on strike due to too much work and not enough pay. As said by a demonstrator, this isn't out of nowhere. Discussions of the strike started around 6 months ago. Streamers have essentially eroded residuals, which is royalty pay for writers, which they need as a significant source of income. Shows that are affected are like SNL, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and more. Have you guys heard anything about the writer's strike?
Yeah, we have. I have. We talked about it in one of our classes, one of our current event classes, and it's something that's really interesting. They were talking about how like AI is like taking over. It's kind of crazy.
See, I just really hope, I think some of my shows that I love, I think they're safe right now, so I'm really hoping it doesn't last too long.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, and to get into more of a happier news topic, the 2023 Met Gala took place this weekend. This year's theme was in honor of Karl Lagerfeld to celebrate the full work and life of him. He designed for many fashion houses like Fendi, Chanel, and Balmain. So attendees had no shortage of inspiration. The performer for this year's gala was Lizzo, who shut it down with her shimmering surprise performance. Did you guys tune into the Met Gala or look at any of the fashion looks?
I saw some of the fashion looks, and one that really caught my eye was Lil Nas X's. It was very bedazzled, if you would say.
I love the Met Gala. I tune in every year. My favorite was definitely Dua Lipa this year.
Wasn't there one where like Lady Gaga dressed up as a cat, or was that just like a meme I saw?
There
That
was-
was Jared
yeah,
Leto.
someone's cat.
That was Jared Leto?
And Doja Cat dressed up as.
Yeah, and Lil Nas X or something like that.
Okay.
To go back into movies, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 that comes out across America tomorrow on May 5th, so make sure to tune in for the next film in the Marvel Universe. And other movies are coming up. Dune Part 2 is officially out, and the movie is set to arrive in theaters on November 3rd this year. Are you guys going to be tuning into any of the new movies that are coming out?
I think I just saw David cheering over here too. We're so excited for the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
I'm also very excited for the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
I may go see it in theaters.
It comes out at Oswego Cinema today. I'm going to be going actually, so can't wait.
Okay, and I believe David had mentioned earlier, May the 4th has become known as Star Wars Day. And while there are already more movies, series, and books than the biggest Star Wars fan could consume in a day, the May the 4th brings a pair of new series in a set, That Galaxy Far, Far Away. David Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
Heroes you were born to be.
The new Disney Plus and Disney Junior series, Young Jedi Adventures, is set in the High Republic era, as Jedi younglings explore the galaxy and learn the ways of the Force.
No need to fear. There are others like you here. I saw it myself. She has special powers.
Star Wars Visions Volume 2 on Disney Plus features new short films made by 9 different animation studios from around the world, each telling a new Star Wars story in their own way.
May the Force be with you.
This could be the end of the fight. Holy smokes! Ripperoni wants to keep it going. Wow, what a shot! Look at those two forks are gone on the front side ending.
After weeks of preliminary bouts, the 32 contestants in BattleBots World Championship 7 are set. Despite the beating Endgame took from Ripperoni in this match, both bots made it into the tournament. It's robot fighting time when the first matches of World Championship 7 premiere tonight on Discovery Channel. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
That's all for entertainment news, and we'll be right back after this.
No kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
La 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 la. Free. La 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 la. La 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 la. Free.
Hey guys, welcome back to Rise and Shine Oswego. For our final story this morning, if you love Oreos and s'mores, flavored Oreos for a limited edition treat.
Now they're coming back under a fun new name, the S'moreos. The treat is stacked like a traditional Oreo cookie.
But the cake base is graham flavored, and the filling is 2 layers of marshmallow and chocolate flavored cream.
The company announced that the new snacks will return to shelves on May 8th.
S'moreos will be available for a limited time while supplies last.
That looks so delicious. I can't wait to try them. But real quick, we want to mention that Al Roker, longtime co-host of The Today Show and famous SUNY Oswego alum, has been inducted into the Broadcasting and Cable Hall of Fame. Since leaving Oswego, Al has been on TV since 1996. He's been doing incredible work his whole career.
The Hall of Fame inductee continues to add to his impressive resume. Al said receiving this incredible honor has been awfully nice.
I think it's really fun to think too. Al, just about a week ago, Al was standing like right here
Yeah.
doing his Today Show hit, which was pretty fun. And yeah,
Well,
our last moments together.
with that being said, if you missed any of our shows this year on WTOP 10, you can rewatch them all on our YouTube page.
From news to sports to original productions, you can binge all of your favorite shows at the link below.
All right, and since we just have a few more minutes left, I just really wanted to give a shout out to this entire crew, our talent team out front, our crew in the back who are all just as talented as well. Everybody has done so much to make this show such a success, and this was kind of like my brainchild of a show, so I think it really turned out amazingly. So thank you all.
Thank you, Scott. You're the mastermind behind this entire thing, so.
All right.
Thank you for setting all this up.
Of course. Want to send it off?
That's our report for this morning. We'll see you right back here tonight for WTOP 10 Nightly News.
From all of us here at Rise and Shine Oswego, thank you for watching. Have a great day.